Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about none other than Kanye West. Now, Kanye West, aka Yeezy, man, it looks like that he's trying to work hard on this new album. I mean, he's putting in the time. He's committed. He's working overtime. I mean, he even moved himself to Atlanta so he could work on this album after having his listening party last week or about a week ago, right? I know most people are thinking, well, why in the world would he have a listening party before he released the album or before the album was done? You know Kanye West is his own character in this hip-hop game. He does his own thing. He moves to his own beat of his own drum, man. And it's been beneficial to him, man. Even back a couple of years ago, everybody was clowning him for being broke, and what? Today, he's a billionaire. Now, something that's gaining national news and a lot of attention is the fact that he's paying top dollar for the space that he's written currently to work on and complete the album. Now, Donda is set to come out next week, and it's supposed to be dropping around Thursday, Friday time frame. You never know with Kanye. But man, the anticipation is high, but this story is wild to say the least. Now, before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Kanye West and his high-priced apartment/studio that he's renting out in Atlanta, man. Now, Kanye West is doing something that seems unprecedented in hip-hop. He's leaving the safe environment or the comfortable environment of these lavish studios and all these lavish places that he usually records, and is holed up in an apartment that looks about 200 square feet according to reports, and working nonstop on his album, Donda, trying to make sure it's the best thing to come out or the best thing he's worked on since. Now, I actually love this type of enthusiasm, especially for a hip hop head, man, because it takes it back to a different time when, artists used to really get their grind on in that studio. That's no knock to anybody who's doing their thing. I think Kanye West is just trying to bring back the essence of maybe some of his older projects and bring back that feeling so we can get the best product. Now, there's a story I'm going to be referencing from hiphopdx.com, and basically they talk about his whole situation and the heavy price that Kanye West is paying out of pocket to get all of this accomplished. Now, the story says this in the headline. It says, Kanye West's Mercedes-Benz stadium room might be the most expensive real estate in the world. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that correctly. Not in the country, in the world. And the story does a really good job of breaking this down. Now, it starts off by saying this. It says, Kanye West has been taking up residence inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta to finish his forthcoming album, Donda. Fans got a look at the close quarters Kanye is living out of, and it looks like the stay is costing him a lot of money. On Thursday, July 29th, Pigeons and Planes did an in-depth analysis of Kanye's stay at the stadium, and the numbers are insane. According to the outlet, Kanye West is allegedly paying $1 million a day to stay at the stadium, and based on the size of the room, he's coughing up about $1.8 million per square foot. Stop right there. Now, when people do real estate, they do it in different ways. Some people do cost per square foot. Some people do total cost, a lot of that stuff. But man, when it comes to these big numbers like that, I don't care what you divvy up or how you divide it. That sounds like a lot of money, man. Now, the way that they got that number is interesting as well. So we'll get to that in a minute. But they're saying that he's actually paying $1 million a day to stay at the stadium and work on the album. Now, this sounds wild, but it shows a lot of dedication on Kanye West's part because, what if his album doesn't even make that much money? You know what I'm saying? I know it's Kanye West, and it probably will regardless. He's one of the most streamed artists, one of the most sampled. His music is used in a lot of commercials and stuff. So, I'm pretty sure they're going to get his money back. And it's not like he needs it anyway. I think he makes albums at this point to make a statement in music and, just to make that stamp in music and let people know that he's here and he can bring it, you know what I mean? And out of pure love for the music and hip hop culture, right? But man, to be paying $1 million a day and he's been there for like a week or so, man, that's a lot of money, man. And they said when they break it down to the square foot, it's even more than that. Now, Pigeons and Planes, they made a post on social media and it basically said this. It said Kanye West's Mercedes-Benz stadium room is now the most expensive real estate in the world. The latest finding from P&P, which is Pictures and Planes, Stats, and Research Department, and they broke it down like this. So they put out this whole little graph, this little art clip, and it says this. Kanye's stadium room is now the most expensive real estate in the world. They already said that. But it also says this. It says, Kanye has been staying in this room at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta while finishing the album Donda. Then it shows a picture of the room. Now, if you look at the room, it looks like a side room that somebody would be hanging out in before a fight. You have a little like locker room type of closet there on the side. You got like a little fold out bed it looks like. So I mean, he's really trying to put in the groundwork. Now what you do see is the latest version of a couple of his shoes, and you can tell by the color and all that, you know what I mean? Now it also goes on to say this. It says it is reported that he is paying $1 million a day to stay there. Kanye's room is 200 square feet. Based on counting the ceiling tiles, standard size is 2x2. This means Kanye is paying roughly $1.825 million per square foot for his room at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Now, it goes below that, it says this. It says a Hong Kong penthouse just sold for $59 million or $17,542 per square foot, making it the richest apartment ever sold in Asia. So that makes it seem like, I guess Kanye is putting a lot more money up than that just to finish out this album. And hopefully this comes to some good resolution, man. Hopefully we get a dope album from this. So I'm not mad at it. And especially since he's a billionaire, I know I watched that documentary like a lot of people where they talked about billionaires and they showed the rice and how much $1 million is to a billionaire. And it's like, I mean, it's really like nothing almost, man. It's how much $1,000 is to a billionaire. It's like, it's wild, man. It's wild. So I'm sure with him putting in all this effort, with him spending all this money, with him getting all these features, because the story continues by saying a couple of things, man. Let's get to that. Now, the story finishes by saying a couple of things. Now, they reiterated the point that he's paying more than somebody paid for like a $59 million apartment or something like that. And then they go down and they say this. They said, Kanye is known for going the extra mile to record his albums, but this might take the cake if it turns out to be true, because nobody knows if this is true or not. This is all alleged at this point. Now, the story continued by saying this. It says, the eccentric rapper shared an Instagram post of his room at the stadium. The room is modest at best, with cement walls, a twin-size bed, flat screen television, and a gray carpet. 1.5 million people liked the photo, and it received over 30,000 comments from fans who had all types of opinions on the small room. Now, I think Kanye shared that picture just to let fans know that he was locked in and he's trying to make a hot album. You know what I mean? He's focused. He doesn't care about all the nice stuff of being comfortable. He's locked in. So I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Now, the story finalized by saying this. It says Kanye West is making the most of his time at the stadium outside of recording by attending MLS Atlanta United soccer games. On July 24th, fans spotted Ye at the game wearing the same outfit from the Donda listening event the night before. And he posted that video on his social media of him in the crowd, and everybody's out there, you know, shouting for the soccer team or whatnot, man. And it looked like it was lit. Now, to be honest, Kanye West spending his money on this apartment, man, it's his business. I mean, it's actually amazing to say the least, because, you know, to have that type of disposable income. But it's obviously his way of showing people that, yo, he's locked in, or even showing himself. It's probably more just showing himself that he's locked into the process and really trying to get this album done. Now, there's a lot of the features that are being, you know, that people are saying are going to be on the album, and I can't wait to hear it, because it's going to be a moment, man. It's going to be a moment, because prior to this, most of his albums have had a different type of theme, and this is going to be probably his return back to, you know, the Kanye that we know. Now, does that automatically say that the album's going to be good? No, but hopefully it'll be better than what we've been hearing lately. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big. What do you guys think? Do you think Kanye West investing all this money, locking in on this studio, you know, just even sacrificing his comfort shows a level of dedication that he's trying to make the hotness for y'all? Or do y'all feel like, man, all of that can fall on deaf ears if the album ain't banging? Now, with that, This been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.